Thank you so much for joining us.
WLBT's First Alert Weather Team is keeping you up to date with the latest information. From your morning commute to your afternoon drive, we're on your side, streaming on your favorite devices. WLBT First Alert Weather Plus. WLBT's First Alert Weather Team is committed to your safety with 6 hours of continuous team coverage.
This is a relentless storm, Dave.
We're fortunate we all made it out alive.
And our network of skycams across the state alerting you to danger, bringing you live footage of tornadoes as they touch down in Wathau County.
Look at this, Chase. Guys, look at that.
This is ground zero almost. I mean, this is really hard to stomach, like I said.
We take our commitment to being on your side seriously, and together, we're Mississippi Strong. Weekdays, stream First Alert Weather Plus.
Good morning, everyone. Thank you so much for joining us.
WLBT's First Alert Weather Team is keeping you up to date with the latest information. From your morning commute to your afternoon drive, we're on your side, streaming on your favorite devices. WLBT First Alert Weather Plus.
Hello.
Hello.
Happy Baby Friday.
Thursday.
We're almost to Friday.
We are.
But that also means we're going to see some rain.
Well,
not the whole time.
I'm not complaining about it.
No, I'm excited about it. Actually.
Changes ahead this weekend from gorgeous views this evening. Go outside and look at the sunset. It's beautiful.
Mm-hmm.
We do have some scattered clouds out there, making it a little more gorgeous.
Picturesque,
yes.
Mm-hmm.
Ideal conditions for you to sit outside with your evening meal or drinky. And then as we head into tomorrow, more of the same for you. But this weekend, again, bigger changes. Scattered showers and at times really heavy downpours are going to be in the forecast for us. Highs in the mid to upper 70s. And when it's not raining, it's not going to be very beautiful.
No.
Not very picturesque.
No.
It's going to be gloomy out there. But once we get into next week, we're getting back to mostly dry conditions, with highs, the coolest we've seen this season, potentially in the 60s, maybe even the mid 60s.
Yeah.
By the time we get to the end of the week.
Yeah. And I'm sure you're all wondering if it's going to rain for Halloween. I'd say it's still a little too early to definitively say, but as of right now, models don't really have much around for your trick or treat or Halloween festivities, but we'll get more into that in just a moment. But let's time out these showers for you going into this weekend. I would say more so into the afternoon, we may see some scattered showers. That first line of rain is expected to start to move in by the late morning hours along the Mississippi River and for southwestern parts of the viewing area. And then as it continues to track eastward, it's going to fall apart. And I think we're going to get a little bit of a break from the rain late afternoon into the early evening. And then that second wave is expected to move in late Saturday night and into early Sunday morning. And with that, we could see some heavy downpours at times. So as you get ready to start your Sunday morning, that there may be some ponding on roadways. Mm-hmm. So that may cause some issues traveling for your Sunday morning. But after this system moves through, we're going to stay relatively dry for the rest of your Sunday.
Yeah, and maybe a little bit gloomy, but the clouds will probably break apart by the time we get to the evening hours. Mm-hmm. In any event, it looks like we're going to be dry by the time we head into the beginning part of next week. But here's the kicker. Our rainfall totals somewhere between 1 at the minimum and 3 or 4 inches as you get closer to the Mississippi River.
Yeah.
That's what we're going to see. Now, that's all falling again over your weekend days, which means that's going to lend to some flash flooding concerns, especially closer to the Mississippi River, where you could potentially have the higher totals, because the first round of showers and storms is going to be heavier along the Mississippi River. It loses a lot of steam as it tracks further to the east. In fact, East Mississippi may not even see very much from that initial line. But the second one, of course, heavy rain for almost all of us, and then even higher rainfall totals. So that's something we're going to keep a close eye on, but it is going to be beneficial to the area.
Yeah. So this is our latest drought monitor that came in earlier today. And you could definitely tell some improvements, especially in the lower delta where we were experiencing some moderate drought conditions. Now, there are still abnormally dry areas, but I wouldn't be surprised if we continue to see this improve with the rain we're expecting this weekend. So it's still definitely needed to really help out with these drought conditions that we've been dealing with for quite some time now. But after this front moves in, that's when we're going to see some changes in terms of our temperatures behind it. We've actually got another system that's expected towards the middle of next week, and that's going to usher in some much cooler air and allow us to see those temperatures dropping into the 60s, mid 60s at times, going into the end of next week. So overall, it's going to be chilly by the time we get to Halloween, the end of October. You may need to add an extra layer or two to the Halloween costumes, but overall, I think it's pretty much going to be a feeling like fall by the time we get to the end of October. So
yeah, for sure. And maybe even feeling like winter.
Yeah,
a little bit of a chill in the air that makes you think, oh, is it time to put my tree up? I probably will by the end of this forecast, because low to mid 40s, that's pretty chilly.
Yeah.
But tomorrow's going to be another beautiful, slightly above average day for you. Very much the same as what we had today. Maybe not in the 40s for everyone starting off, but into the upper 70s and low 80s for highs. And then much milder conditions overnights for this weekend because of the clouds and the rain. So we're not going to be able to cool off all that much until we get to the middle and end of next week. And then again, it's going to be chilly in the morning and in the afternoon.
Yeah. So definitely going to be feeling pretty spooky,
yeah,
if you will.
No tricks, just treats.
Yes.
But spooky chill.
Yes.
And shivers down your spine.
That may actually happen.
Yeah.
But we're also keeping a close eye on the tropics now, because we're going to be dealing with multiple systems moving through our neck of the woods. That's going to keep all that tropical activity further off to the south. But Melissa's still expecting to be impactful for islands in the Caribbean, especially near Jamaica. It's more than likely that this storm will be increasing in strength and rapidly intensify to a major hurricane by the end of the weekend. So overall, we will continue to keep a watch on it, but we're not expected to see any impacts to our weather here at home from any kind of tropical activity. So just going to be looking at some rainy conditions this weekend, and then eventually that cool down going into next week.
Yeah. And again, final thing I'll repeat here. We're not expecting severe weather. I know this is an overnight event. I don't want you to stay up watching it. You might get woken up by the heavy rain, maybe some rumbles of thunder, but there's just not very much energy with the system. It's just a rainmaker. So our main concern as far as any kind of severe weather, or really our only concern, is that potential for maybe some flash flooding, but that will likely be very isolated events, localized flash flooding.
Yeah.
We've got some people in the chat today. Seth Ashland is joining us, Destiny Jennings, Jerry Clark, and Shirley Massey. Thanks y'all for being here. No questions other than how are we doing on our Thursday night?
Pretty good.
Pretty good.
I'm glad it's almost Friday.
I know, me too. Looking forward to a rainy weekend. Yes. I am not going to do anything.
Me neither.
So you guys go enjoy your dinner. I'll be on at WLBT News at 10 tonight, and we'll do it all over again tomorrow.
Yeah.
Chilly start, so have your jacket ready, but the short sleeves ready for the afternoon.